joined with Eric and George, who are from Room 4 St Bernard's, Brooklyn, Wellington. They are taking part in the Great Walk competition. So why did you choose to go to the Rakiura track, Eric?
It's the only island track, and because of its location, it has the only seabird which breeds in subarctic conditions. It has the most population of birds compared to other great walks. There's no pollution sight like the city.
So, we wanted to go because some of my classmates have never been submerged in wildlife for more than a few hours. I think that being in the wildlife for 3 days will tighten our friendships, and it will help if we win to get people to notice how fun walking is. I hope we see some little sundews. Little carnivorous plants would be enough to get the bug man excited.
So what have you learned walking?
Caring for pollution is important because if we don't, we won't be able to breathe, and we want to keep our planet healthy. But if we don't, it affects the environment, and the plants and animals won't be able to breathe, and then they will die.
The importance of footwear is essential. You need good grip on your shoes, and they had learned that when they were in Prince of Wales Park, some people took some fall because the grip on their shoes weren't good enough. And if they're not good quality, you keep throwing them out and buying new ones, and it just makes more waste products in the world. And also, if you're in the middle of a forest and you slip because of it, the cost of getting you out, the emergency cost, would be big. Don't you agree, Eric?
Yes.
Both of the walks have had essential historical landmarks, like the War Memorial in Brooklyn and the machinery in Rakiura track. The importance of history is needed so we can learn from our mistakes, like burning forests to make room for farmland.
So what have you noticed walking your local tracks?
It's different to virtual great walks because we were walking and seeing a range of houses and lots of people. For most of us, we found new places to go to, and some of them were shorter.
Okay, George.
Most of the pathways in Brooklyn were covered in concrete not naturally occurring, and it was great to see the gardeners and what was growing in the community garden.
Okay, so what's the difference between Rakiura and the local tracks?
The urban smells, even when you went high in the hills, and the trees were way taller in Rakiura, and the birdsong. In Rakiura track, you would be surrounded by a cacophony of birdsong.
So how long did you walk, Eric?
We walked 32 kilometres, and the Rakiura track is 32 kilometres. It is very good views to look out from. The longest distance we walked in one day was almost 5 kilometres.
Okay, so thank you for joining us today.
The poster Mrs. Page showed us of the Rakiura track. We didn't even know where Student Island was, and now we inquired some questions. We are more inspired to go one day in our lives.
I'm Ash, this is George, this is Eric, part of Room 4 St Bernard's. Thank you for joining us.